Screenslater interrupts this program for an important announcement.
Hey everybody, this is Cody Fairless-Lee and welcome to my top 20 best movies of 2018.
Mr. Scamander,
do you think Dumbledore will mourn for you?
Here I discuss all of my favorite movies of the year in one epic countdown, and to be honest, it was actually kind of a better year for movies than last year. With that said, I've listed 20 movies that made my year, from my least favorite to the greatest, with only one honorable mention. A Wrinkle in Time, which is a good ride, especially in D-Box 3D, but is filled with asshole adults and will have no adapted sequel to make up for that. So for those waiting for Disney to greenlight A Wind in the Door, it'll probably never happen. And now with that out of the way, all to do now is to remind you all of a spoiler alert. Some of these reviews do contain spoilers when necessary, so you have been warned. Without further ado, let's count down the best of 2018.
The entire world's watching.
Number 20, Hotel Transylvania Free Summer Vacation.
Ahoy there! I am Captain Erica.
You must be the one and only Dracula. There's something about an accent that makes a man sound so intelligent.
What's ironic about this underrated animated franchise is that I actually wanted Hotel Transylvania to have sequels, yet they cannot match the charm and the emotion of the original. I mean, ever since CeeLo Green got charged with rape and Dennis was born, it all seemed to have gone downhill. While this installment does have terrific voice acting and colorful animation, it features some bad taste in music, tricky trailer edit that makes the movie's first trailer better than the movie itself, and some awkward BS. Other than the obvious Vlad in the Speedo scene, who else expected Mavis to fart? It kinda makes Selena Gomez less attractive.
aw, that was a cute tune, honey.
There's also the ending where for some reason Erica struggles to say yes to Dracula's proposal, as if she doesn't love him at all. Anyone else confused by that or what? Still, even though this is my least favorite of the series, it's still fun to watch and it has Tinkle steal the show.
This is Bob. Say hi, Bob.
Hi, Bob.
Number 19, Skyscraper.
This is stupid.
This does sound like a complete ripoff of Die Hard and the Towering Inferno, but you gotta admit that it's pure escapism, especially when I saw it in Ultra AVAX, D-Box, and 3D all at once. The Rock pulls off some epic yet impossible stunts set in and around a beautifully made skyscraper, and the film has some good taste in music. However, the story does feel cliche and predictable at times, some dialogue in the marketing is not in the actual movie, nor its deleted scenes, and The Rock would have actually died in real life if he did stunts like getting into the pearl by jumping off a super crane. If you forget about all that and just simply turn off your brain, then you will definitely be in for a ride. Overall, the always giant and humble Dwayne Johnson and the rest of the cast deliver in this international adventure that's totally worth it. Number 18, The House with a Clock in Its Walls.
You'll see. Things are quite different here.
I didn't know much about the book, but I kind of thought it was going to be a full-fledged horror movie, or at least a PG-13 one. Despite being more family-friendly, it's an entertaining and colorful PG-rated fantasy horror comedy flick from Amblin featuring Jack Black, other incredible performances, creepy living dolls, and even some twists. Directed by hard R gore maestro Eli Roth in his first kids movie, and not to mention co-starring his smoking hot ex-wife Lorenza Izzo, it is a flawed yet suspenseful film that may disturb you with Jack Black being temporarily transformed into a man baby, but admit it, Jerry makes for an adorable pet chair.
Did you see that?
Number 17, Goosebumps 2 Haunted Halloween.
Haunted Halloween. Who would lock a book?
Did you miss me?
I listed the first Goosebumps movie as my second favorite movie of 2015, yet ironically the sequel does not match the greatness of said movie. Well, I guess I knew that since like early in the year when they kept changing titles, changing stories, and giving Jack Black's R.L. Stine little to do, while also leaving him uncredited and changing Slappy's voice actor to someone unknown. Sure, this Mick Wenger guy did a fun job voicing him, but it's not as funny and engaging as when Jack voiced him. The new characters are also not as relatable as those from the first movie, but Jumanji girl Madison Iceman still has her looks and charm. If there is to be a Goosebumps free, then here are some ground rules. Have Jack Black fully committed to the movie, have a better story, give Slappy eviler motivations, bring back Dylan Minnette and Odeya Rush, and actually have some epic songs in the end credits. Regardless of its flaws, Haunted Halloween features a good premise, has its funny moments, and should satisfy even the oldest of the Goosebumps fans. Now one has to wonder, if the original movie wasn't 3D, then why wasn't the sequel?
Someone's gonna win a costume contest.
Number 16, Ready Player One.
What's up, H?
Hey, what up, Z?
Next race is in 20 minutes and I can't do the late one. What the hell are you up to?
Man, getting my kills on, bro.
I was really looking forward to this movie, especially considering that it's an epic Steven Spielberg movie that I auditioned for. However, it's not as good as I had hoped, because while the story and the mystery were thrilling, there's just one too many pop culture references, 10 minutes of end credits, and an over-reliance on 80s songs when this adventure could have had an original, epic, and moving theme song. Seriously, what happened to that futuristic cover of Willy Wonka's Pure Imagination? Yeah, that one. The biggest F-up for me has got to be the two scenes where Wade is abused by his aunt and her boyfriend. It's like I'm watching Harry Potter and the 8 Mile Dark Tower, while also making me ask, why couldn't Wade just kill them both in their sleep or poison them while he's out? I mean, this bleak take on 2045 does lack law, so I would just probably do that and get the hell out of Dodge. Now that the flaws are mentioned, let's look at the bright side of things. The Oasis virtual reality is pretty convincing, the action is intense, the racing in the opening act kept me on the edge of my seat, the acting is incredible, some of the battle scenes were fun to watch, and let's not forget that crazy shining sequence that scares the crap out of H. Yeah, big tough guy can't handle a little horror movie. Ernest Cline, who wrote the novel and co-wrote the screenplay, is writing a sequel called Ready Player 2, and regardless of what it's about, here's hoping it becomes a movie, even though Steven Spielberg said this was the third hardest movie he ever worked on. And I don't blame him. Even if Spielberg doesn't come back, at least Ablin could, because this is a story worth going back to.
That's better. I'll wave to you from the finish line. McFly.
That went well.
Number 15, Johnny English Strikes Again.
You're looking particularly beautiful tonight.
You're looking particularly beautiful tonight.
It sure takes a long time for Rowan Atkinson to make a new Johnny English movie, as the original is now 15 years old, while the second movie came out 7 years ago. It just goes to show that it's all about coming up with the right story. The third and possibly final chapter of Roland's action comedy trilogy meets the expectations of the first two, while also giving us new laugh-out-loud gags and stylish action. The only things this installment doesn't have from the first two are an end credits scene and bikini girls. Universal managed to get Bo back to team up with Johnny, yet I still miss the presence of the first movie's leading lady, Natalie Imbruglia. But thanks to the stunning locations and featuring a hilarious virtual reality sequence, Rowan proves to still have the chops for spy genre action and bubbling lunacy.
Till we meet again.
That was sooner than I expected.
Number 14, First Man.
These are extraordinary times, and we face an extraordinary challenge.
Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin became the first human beings to ever walk on the moon, and what better way to bring that real-life story to the big screen than for Oscar winner Damien Chazelle to film the lunar sequences with IMAX cameras. There were problems for me all the way up to its wide release, from not getting to experience the movie in IMAX at the Ontario Place Cinesphere for TIFF, which would have made me see it 33 days before everybody else, to the time I did see the movie in IMAX, yet had to walk out in the middle of the movie to go to the bathroom for the first time in 16.5 years. Whatever I missed was in between Neil's family time saying, "I'm gonna put you in the freezer" to one of his sons, to the Apollo 1 cruise plugs out test, so hopefully it was nothing important, but I was still unhappy about the ordeal. Despite such unfortunate events and the American flag controversy, Neil Armstrong's biopic is an emotional roller coaster with Ryan Gosling as Neil, Claire Foy as Neil's wife, and Corey Stoll as Buzz, turning out Oscar-worthy performances and a score considered out of this world. Ron's portrayal of Neil is so groundbreaking that his "one small step for man" monologue is completely spot on to the real Armstrong himself. Though if you're an easy crier, then be prepared for the heartbreaking first act, especially when you see Neil privately break down over the loss of his daughter. Seriously, someone give Ryan Gosling an Oscar already. Number 13, Incredibles 2.
It's time to make some wrong things right. Help me bring supers back into the sunlight. We need to change people's perceptions about superheroes, and Elastigirl is our best play.
Better than me?
Pretty much like Finding Dory, this is a Pixar sequel I didn't think we need, but if Super is still illegal and the Parr family have been barely seen Jack's powers, it's a justified follow-up filled with action perfectly suited for the 4DX 3D experience with updated animation, Sophia Bush's void, and hilarious comedy. Obviously, the funniest scenes are when Mr. Incredible whines at the fact that Elastigirl is getting all of the action rather than him. Despite all the fun, Dash and Jack are still pretty annoying, and the serial scenes are disturbing. Plus, when you look at it, the Screenslaver is not as epic of a villain when compared to Syndrome from the first movie, considering that there is no twist about him, as we all know who he was and his real name before that movie even came out. I honestly don't know whether I should be shocked or not at whom the mastermind behind the so-called Screenslaver was, considering that was half predictable and half unpredictable. Still, we have a crazy and epic story fit for a follow-up that was worth a 14-year wait. Let's hope we get Incredibles 3 quicker, because in case you forgot, the Underminer is still on the loose.
You have powers! Yeah, baby! And there's not a scratch on you! Did you go through the locked door? Are those your powers? Ha ha! Who can multiply like rabbits and go right through any solid... Oh my god.
Number 12, Mortal Engines.
I was 8 years old when my mother died. She loved traveling the world and digging up the past. He used to visit all the time. Then one day, everything changed. She'd found something. Something he wanted. He would have killed me too. But I got away.
What could have been the start to an epic new franchise, Peter Jackson and Kristen Rivers' adaptation of his steampunk-filled adventure novel is full of action, badass lean ladies, and an amazing score. Of course, if it had a different release date, and if North America was more aware of the books, this might not have been the critical financial flop it is now. The premise of cities on wheels in a post-apocalyptic Earth is an incredible idea, and the visual effects show that, while also featuring another scary performance from Hugo Weaving as the evil Thaddeus Valentine, and Avatar's Stephen Lang has a creepy yet sympathetic performance as a stalker named Shrike.
What happens when you find Hester Shaw? I will kill her.
He's here.
Sure, at times the story is confusing and there are a lot of differences between the book and the movie, but it's a ride with emotion and world building that even the book's author Phil Breve gives out praise. Obviously, we won't see the next 3 books in the Mortal Engines quartet become movies, but you should give it a chance and tell me you're not blown away.
You wanna die?
I'm gonna live.
Do it!
Number 11, Christopher Robin.
Oh, I do like a party.
Come on, Pig.
What should happen if you forget about me?
Silly old bear.
I won't ever forget about you, Pooh. I promise. Not even when I'm 100.
Before seeing the movie on my 24th birthday, and before the scary review embargo that left me a little worried about how well the movie would do, I thought this live-action PG-rated Winnie the Pooh movie was going to be Toy Story 3 meets Where the Wild Things Are. That judgment was of course from the trailers, especially the ones that have the Walk the Moon on one foot, and while the movie as a whole is great, it's definitely behind the two movies I just mentioned. Parts of the ending were shown in the marketing, and for some reason Christopher's boss didn't get what he deserved despite being exposed as a hypocritical lazy golfer. Plus I was annoyed at the tricky trailer editing, whereas instead of Pooh introducing Say What You See this way,
It's called Say What You See. You first do your...
Disgrace, shame, humiliation.
Well, that's one way to play it.
the scene in the actual film goes like this.
And the game is called Say What You See. You first.
Panic, worry, catastrophe.
Speed, danger, recklessness.
Disgrace, shame, humiliation.
Well, that's one way to play it.
Despite all of that, Jim Cummings reprised his role as Winnie the Pooh to adorable results, and he even reprised his role as Tigger because he was originally voiced by Chris O'Dowd from Epic and Miss Peregrine, but audiences in the test screens didn't like that. Ewan McGregor did a tremendous job playing a grown-up and overworked Christopher Robin, and we even managed to get Richard Sherman during the end credits. It's overall a beautiful work of art with a moving story that deserves some recognition at the Academy Awards. If not for Best Picture, then it should be nominated for at least something.
I've cracked. I've totally cracked.
I don't see any cracks. A few wrinkles, maybe.
Number 10, Peter Rabbit.
We never should have come in the garden. No guts, no glory. Are you ever scared of anything? Yeah. Dying alone. That's why I brought you here.
I knew this movie would be good, but I never thought it would be great, and here we are. Yes, most of the marketing for it was terrible, thanks in large part to that annoying Keep It Still song, and unfortunately makes an appearance in the film, but that doesn't stop the fact that the bunnies are cute, and the scene-stealing triplets are even cuter with the voices of Margot Robbie, Elizabeth Debicki, and Daisy Ridley, each giving them hilarious personality. Whether in your opinion or not it stays true to the stories of Beatrix Potter, it's a fun adventure about nature versus man, while also reminding us of the consequence of prejudice and that love can be shared. It's no wonder we're getting a sequel on February 7th, 2020.
Did he just wink? I didn't even know we could do that.
Number 9, Pacific Rim Uprising.
If my dad was here, he'd probably give you a big speech. Make you feel invincible. I'm not my father. I'm not a hero like he was. Like Riley Beckett and Mako Mori. But they didn't start out that way. They started out as cadets, just like you. We remember them as giants because they stood tall, because they stood together. It doesn't matter who your parents are, where you came from, who believed in you and who didn't. We are a family now, and we are Earth's last defense. This is our time. This is our chance to make a difference. Now let's mount up and get it done. Do you understand?
Yes, sir!
Jaeger pilots, do you understand?
Yes, sir!
Do you understand?
Yes, sir!
Now help me save the world. Let's do this.
Surprising to probably a lot of you, the first Pacific Rim is my favorite movie of 2013, and as much as I love the sequel, it doesn't necessarily live up to the original. The epic kaiju fight shockingly doesn't happen until the end, but we still have epic action sequences that make up for that, as rogue Jaegers are controlled by kaiju brains, and out of nowhere, Newton Geisler is revealed to be the precursor Mishari due to regularly drifting with kaiju brains, which is an incredibly stupid idea to begin with.
What did you just do? What I've been planning the last 10 years? I'm ending the world.
It's also pretty much like Independence Day Resurgence when comparing it to Lana Wade's sci-fi sequels, as both follow-ups focus on the years later aftermath of the damage from their respective originals, while also teasing at the end that there is more to come, as the humans will take the fight to the aliens, or in this case the precursors. The main characters of a previous film may be missed and replaced with underdeveloped characters, but PCU literally kicks some ass while also showing its human side and a sweet scope. Bring on part 3.
Yeah, that's right. You better run.
These things ain't that tough.
Number 8. Bohemian Rhapsody.
I didn't know it was fancy dress for it. You look like an angry lizard.
Got to make an impression, darling.
A biopic of Queen sure isn't easy to make, especially when Freddie Mercury was almost played by Sacha Baron Cohen, and that most of the film was directed by alleged pedophile Bryan Singer. Despite its troubled production, the final product gave audiences Queen film nostalgia and features an incredibly real performance from Rami Malek as Freddie. We're also lucky enough to have Joseph Mazzello, whom you may remember as the kid from the first 2 Jurassic Park films, and Simon Birch as guitarist John Deacon, and Mike Myers as a scene-stealing EMI executive with his signature Shrek accent. The movie may not be historically accurate, but it's inspirational and even funny, for crying out loud. It's no Straight Outta Compton, but still worth 8 years of waiting.
You're a legend, Fred. We're all legends.
Number 7. The Equalizer 2.
Look at you. Your father, your mama just didn't tell you.
Denzel Washington's first sequel in such a long career shows just how underappreciated the franchise continues to be, no matter how much money it makes. I just flat out enjoy Robert McCall taking out scumbags left and right, whereas those epic sequences and the terror happening to a lot of the supporting characters left me grabbing out of my IMAX seat.
Get up. You know her name?
No, sir.
Her name is Amy. Give me your left hand. You ever see Star Trek? Very good. 5 stars for Amy.
However, a year before release, it was announced that Pedro Pascal would be the villain, but for some reason, his evil intentions were exposed as a plot twist for the movie. Hell, I didn't even think his character Dave York, who encounters McCall a few times in the marketing, was actually Pedro himself, considering that this antagonist looks and sounds nothing like him. So I was downright confused by that aspect the first time watching this fun ride. With a mix of incredible acting, amazing scenery, a better theme song than the first movie, bloodshed, and emotion, I see that this follow-up is better than the predecessor, even though most won't agree with me on that. Here's hoping that Denzel and director Antoine Fuqua team up again to make The Equalizer 3.
Who are you, Jackie Chan?
Number 6. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. The previous installment, Jurassic World, blew me away so hard that it not only became my favorite Jurassic Park movie ever, but also left me a little worried as to how the 5th chapter would hold up. Regardless of what people might say, it was just great, like almost as much as the aforementioned 4th movie. People suggest the screenplay added nothing new to the franchise, and that the overall series had run its course. But screw all those people, because this is nothing like the 2nd or 3rd movies. The volcano escape sequence is epic and emotional, the dino terror at Benjamin Lockwood's Gothic mansion is intense, and the human antagonists get their comeuppance as they become dino food, with Eli Mills saved as the best for last. It also displays some debate about whether these clone dinosaurs deserve to live or should they die. If only there was an island sanctuary for these prehistoric animals so that we don't have to worry about them roaming the rest of the world as we see in the end. Though this movie is not without its flaws, of course, as the twist with Lockwood's granddaughter came out of nowhere. Dr. Wu has gotten a little more evil for some reason, just as Smith's character is downright irritating, and those epic scenes with the Mosasaurus about to eat a surfer dude, and the T-Rex and the lion roaring at each other were already given away in the marketing, yet they were saved for the ending, which is a shame. Still, would have been nice to actually see that surfer get eaten, am I right? That's what I was waiting for. Bottom line, if you're not a hypocritical hater and you love all of the Jurassic Park movies, then this is the shocking and insane dino ride for you, with the next movie scheduled for release on June 11th, 2021. Hold on to your butts.
These creatures were here before us. And if we're not careful, they're gonna be here after. Welcome to Jurassic World.
Number 5. The Nutcracker in the Four Realms.
Remember, Clara, nothing is as it seems.
Where am I?
You're in the Four Realms, Princess Clara.
Princess.
At your service, Your Majesty.
Maybe I have been spending too much time in the attic.
What is it with people's lack of interest in Christmas movies these days? Disney's expensive take of a Nutcracker has received unfavorable reviews and bombed at the box office. But if I'm lucky, people will one day see this as a new holiday classic to watch every year. Mackenzie Foy turned in a convincing British accent for a clever character, with the rest of the cast and gorgeous visuals all decorating my eyes and ears with Yuletide joy. Missy Copeland doesn't talk at all, and Morgan Freeman is accused of sexual harassment, but the latter gave us another godlike performance that, for the most part, made me forget about the allegations. I used to be disappointed and annoyed with Keira Knightley's voice as the Sugar Plum Fairy when I first saw her use it in the last 2 trailers, but I have grown to accept it with open arms, especially when she is revealed to be the real villain of the story and not Helen Mirren's Mother Ginger. Wait, I thought Disney only used their twist villains for their anime movies and Pixar films, yet they're now doing that in live action? Sorry for the spoiler, but most of you didn't care about this movie anyway. Plus, I couldn't resist bringing that out because Keira using that voice for such a nasty character made her, dare I say, deliciously evil.
Welcome to our world. The land of snowflakes. The land of flowers. And the land of sweets. But in the 4th realm, this is where our troubles began. Mother Ginger started this war.
Don't you know it's dangerous here?
I hope you'll be the one to finish it.
Okay, sure, there's not much dancing going on in this adaptation, and the dance number in the end credits is awkward, but the overall movie is filled with beautiful set pieces, designs, and effects, as well as amazing 3D, music, costumes, and action. Let's just say that Leslie Hallstrom and Joe Johnston create a real-life Christmas party, and everyone should have been invited.
She's going to destroy everything my mother created.
Are you ready?
Number 4. Ralph Breaks the Internet.
This is what's called the dark net.
Are you sure this is safe?
Just whatever you do, do not look at his little brother.
Oh, his little brother?
What are you doing here?
The reason I came to your neck of the face. I mean, there's a face in your neck. I mean, woods. Neck of the woods.
Most of the sequels on this list are not as good as the original, but like The Equalizer 2, Disney's animated follow-up improves on the first movie with something epic. It has a better story, a better soundtrack, awesome new characters, no Laffy Taffy, and less appearances of annoying characters like Fix-It Felix Jr. and Sour Bill. It's an amazing satire on internet culture with YouTube personalities making voice cameos, while also making Ralph's second adventure a Disney orgy. Yep, all of your favorite Disney animation, Pixar, Star Wars, Marvel, and Muppet characters appear in awesome cameos, and while most of the original voice cast is back, minus Mindy Kaling, the sequel also features the additions of Gal Gadot, Taraji P. Henson, Alfred Molina, and Bill Hader in an unfortunately uncredited role. In the end, Disney has finally broken their sequel curse with a colorful flick that makes us laugh and think about the meaning of friendship. The ending is much better than what I had expected, and both the mid-credit and post-credit scenes are golden, so you better stay during the credits to see both.
I gave my mommy a cake, she turned into a big bear, my Algin tried to dare in. If that's not a pure mess, I don't know what is. We can't understand her. She's from the other studio.
Number 3. Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald.
An address. What's that? A safe house in Paris. Why would I need a safe house in Paris? Should things at some point go terribly wrong, it's good to have a place to go. You know, for a cup of tea.
The 10th movie in J.K. Rowling's Wizarding World broke some new records in a really bad way. First off, it's the first Wizarding World movie to not have positive reviews like the first 9 movies, and second, it had the lowest opening weekend at the box office for a film in this franchise. Don't get me wrong, I love this movie, but to be fair, I can kinda see why people were harsh to it. There are so many characters with so many backstories and questions and twists that's kinda hard to keep up. I even once compared it to Cloud Atlas of all stories. It's movies like this that really need to be seen more than once.
The clock is ticking fast. My dream. We who live for truth, for love. The moment has come to to take our rightful place in the world where we wizards were free. Join me or die.
In the middle of all the confusion, we have Jude Law as young Dumbledore and Johnny Depp as Geralt Grindelwald, who play very important characters to perfection, as well as Nicholas Flamel, a brief look at the Philosopher's Stone, and an awesome nostalgia-filled return to Hogwarts, where out of nowhere, we see a young Professor McGonagall, played by Fiona Glasgow. The reveal of MACUSA's supervisor Abernathy being a follower of Grindelwald this whole time, and that Credence' lady friend is actually Voldemort's snake Nagini, who will one day become a snake permanently, is still shocking, with the latter actually being sad. It's one thing to turn into a snake at will once in a while, but knowing that you will become one for the rest of your life is just awful to think about. The second of a 5-chapter Fantastic Beasts series is not as great as the first, but it was an incredible 4DX 3D experience featuring incredible new characters, amazing looks at Paris and Europe in 1927, an evil follower of Grindelwald named Rosier who is beautiful yet sadistic, and so much shit going down with betrayals, a sacrifice, and twists I unfortunately have to wait to see some resolution for on November 20th, 2020. But hey, at least Newt has some new creatures to be amazed by, like Kelpie and the Baby Nifflers. They are fantastic beasts indeed.
Are you a ghost? No, I'm alive. But I'm an alchemist and therefore immortal.
Oh.
Nicolas Flamel.
Jacob Kowalski.
Oh.
You don't look a day over 375.
Number 2. Venom.
Eyes, lungs, pancreas, so many snacks, so little time.
No movie made me more excited and scared than this anti-superhero flick from the director of Gangster Squad. And that's saying a lot considering the on and off rumors of the movie being technically part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, even though it's not, and how it can't be connected to it anyway thanks to the fact that most of the world in this movie is completely unaware of the existence of aliens. Thank God.
What do you want from me?
You'll find out.
I'm so sorry.
The first in Sony's new Marvel Universe, whatever it will be called, does start off slow, but then it literally goes all out. Badass action, scary moments, an amazing cast, a bit of body horror, faithfulness to the source material, and it lets Tom Hardy go nuts. Okay, we don't get much of Carlton Drake as Riot, and motivations don't always add up, but we get a better portrayal of Eddie Brock and Venom when compared to another underrated comic book film, Spider-Man 3. Is it better than that movie? Maybe, but I found this epic flick better than The Amazing Spider-Man 2, which I listed as my favorite movie of 2014, even though the story in that movie and its predecessor didn't continue. Did the critics hate it? Yes, but moviegoers like me loved it, and if you don't believe me, check out the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes and the rating on IMDb. It may not be an Oscar contender, obviously, but it's great, and I can't wait to see Eddie and Venom take on Woody Harrelson as Carnage.
Right up your head. You will be this armless, legless, faceless thing, won't you? Rolling down the street like a turd in the wind.
What the hell are you?
We are Venom.
Oh, I have a parasite. Yeah. Name is Chen.
Now before I discuss my all-time favorite movie of 2018, here's a recap of the previous 20 movies. Number 1. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
My name is Miles Morales. I'm the one and only Spider-Man. At least that's what I thought.
You ever hear of the Super Collider? You're gonna love this.
Dimension opening now.
You're like me.
That's impossible. Man, Sony had an amazing year for Spidey-related movies. At first I thought a PG-rated animated Spider-Man movie was a bad idea, but here I am talking about it and saying it's one of the best Spider-Man movies known to man. Not only do we see Miles Morales on the big screen, even though it isn't live action, but we are introduced to a whole bunch of Spider people. Also, the voice cast is epic. Shamik Moore as Miles, Jake Johnson as a middle-aged Peter Parker, Haley Steinfeld as Spider-Gwen, Nicolas Cage as Spider-Man Noir, Kamiko Glenn as Penny Parker, John Mulaney as Spider-Ham, Lily Tomlin as a badass version of Aunt May, and 6, that's right, 6 villains for our heroes to fight. The main villain is Liev Schreiber as Kingpin, whose enforcers include Mahershala Ali as the Prowler, Kathryn Hahn as a female Dr. Octopus, Jorma Tacone as a monstrous Green Goblin, Croden as Tombstone, and Joaquin Cosio as Scorpion. Plus there are other famous actors and voice cameos as important characters, but I won't give them away unless if a movie's Wikipedia article already spoiled them for you before the film's release. That shit actually happened to me. I saw this movie with Moral Engines as an IMAX 3D double feature, but I really wish I saw this work of art after the other movie, as it not only would have been saving the best for last, but it would have also ended my year off with a major bang. Alas, Showtimes didn't go my way, but who cares? I'm getting off topic, and this movie is awesome. The animation is both a comic book and a painting coming to life. The story is amazing, the action is intense, there's some comedy, there's emotional drama, and the soundtrack is killer. While there's apparently more to come from this version of the iconic superhero, the focus for now when watching this flick is not just the film itself, but also the end credits, as they not only have an emotional thank you message for Spider-Man creators Stan Lee and Steve Ditko, who both died in the past year, and an embarrassing Christmas song, but an epic and hilarious post-credit scene that must not be spoiled. Honestly, the last time I listed an anime movie as my favorite of the year had to have been like a decade ago with Bolt in 2008, so this is a moment to behold. What can I say except the old saying, with great power comes great responsibility, and that this is the greatest movie of the past year.
Officer, I love you.
Wait, what?
Those were my top 20 best movies of 2018. Thank you so much for watching. And if you liked what you saw, check out my other videos on movie reviews, thoughts, auditions, and so on. Here's to the year that was, and I will see you next time.
Have a nice life.